Hey fans, today I'm going to show you how to make this boutique stacked, sorry I'm trying to move something on my screen, there you go. This boutique stacked 3/8 of an inch wide ribbon hair bow, and it's made with nothing but 3/8 of an inch wide ribbon. You are going to need 7/8 of an inch wide ribbon or 1.5 inch ribbon to put on the back to hold the spikes up, and you can also use hairspray to stiffen your spikes and stuff, that way they don't flop around like how mine are doing. So, and I'm actually just barely getting over a cold, so my voice is starting to barely come back, so I might sound a little funny. So anyway, so let's get started on this tutorial. So the first thing that you're going to need is, of course, ribbon. And in my bow I used 3 different colors and like prints of ribbon. So I used a brown one with pink polka dots, and then I also used just a solid pink, and then a lime green with white stitches. So those are the 3 colors that I'm using. You can use more, you can use less, but I'm using 3 colors. Okay, so you're also going to need, of course, the ribbon. I'll tell you guys the measurements right now. You're also going to need 7/8 of an inch wide ribbon or 1.5 inch ribbon. If you're going to do the 7/8 of an inch wide ribbon, you're going to want, hold on, you're going to want 21 inches. You're going to want to cut 21 inches of the 7/8 of an inch wide ribbon. But if you're going to use 1.5 inch ribbon, you're going to want to use 2 feet, which is 24 inches. Yeah, 2 feet is 24 inches. So, and then of course you're just going to cut the ends at an angle on both ends. And I'll show you how to make the bow for the back, but yeah, we'll get to that right now. You're going to need a lighter to heat seal your ends. You're going to need a ruler to measure, a pair of great cutting scissors, nice cutting scissors for like fabric and stuff. You're going to need a needle with embroidery floss, and then at the end you're going to tie a little knot. You're also going to need an alligator clip. I get this question a lot. I get these alligator clips at Sally's beauty store, or Sally's beauty salon, and I really like the double prong ones because they stay in the hair better, in my opinion, and they're really strong. I like how strong they are. They're not flimsy and easy to bend or anything like that, and the spring in the inside is very strong. So I like those. You're also going to need, of course, a glue gun. Whoops. A glue gun. And one of these little grippers. I do have tutorials. I make this little. I buy the material and how I out these little grippers for inside I do alligator clips on that. So yeah, and I have a tutorial. That's material. I think that's all the material. I'm trying to do this. I'm hoping that's all a bit of a hurdles that I need. I'm 2 babies just in a little son because I'm his little girl. Care of. She's right now. But my son, my friend, also sleep. His son is get a little playing and might need to stop. Sounds like he's starting to get him, but see. So I might. He's playing right now. Okay, so we'll see. Okay, what you're going is to need. You're gonna in color the knot. You need one. Use or 3/8 of an in the middle ribbon for the knot. And you can use any size middle. You can just put like a bottle cap or some sort of embellishment or whatever in the middle, but for this tutorial I just put 3/8 of an inch wide ribbon and I made it into a knot and I put it in the middle of this bow. And you're going to need about 5 to 5.5 inches for that. And this, let me just show you how I heat seal the ends. You're just going to get your lighter and run it along the edge, and so that it creates a seal so that it doesn't unravel. You're going to do the same thing to the other side. So yeah, that's how I heat seal my ends. So this is going to be for the knot in the middle. It's about 5 to 5.5 inches. You're also going to need another one about 4 inches, actually it is 4 inches, to line your alligator clip. And let me show you how I line my alligator clip right now. So you're just going to turn it so that this is printed. So you're going to turn the print side down, the polka dot side down, or whatever prints, if it's printed. And you're going to clip it on so that the clip is right side up. Just like that. You're going to clip it so the print side is down and the clip is right side up. So So then you're gonna get your glue gun and run a line of glue along the top, and then run the ribbon, and there's my son. Run the ribbon along the top like that, turn it over to the back, and put a dab of glue right there, and just place it right there, just like that. And I don't put my ribbon inside here. It's not really necessary because you can still, like, it doesn't really do anything. It's just, I just do it, make that happen. You use another inch of ribbon just to put it in, get my, and then I'll continue. So let me go. So now the clip is now lined. Excuse me. So now we're going to add the gripper inside. So I just add glue on the inside like this, and I place it in there. Now you can just let it sit there and let it dry, but I'm one to press down with my fingers. My fingers are already used to the hot glue. So you can use like a, what's it called, a popsicle stick or something else to press it down if you'd like. Excuse me. So yeah, so the clip is now lined and it's now set. So now these are going to be for the spikes. So you're going to need, let me just show you how I cut the actual spikes, like the V-shaped here on the end. So what I do is I just fold it in half, and then I fold it in half this way, like that. And on the end that opens, you're going to want to cut in a diagonal angle inward, like that. So that the angle is diagonal like this. So when you open it up, it's a V-shaped. Okay. Then you just get your lighter and you heat seal it. So that way it's heat sealed. So you're going to need 3 of one color, and these are each 4 to 4.5 inches long. So you're going to need 3 of one color, and then the other 2 colors you're going to need 4 of them. 4 strips. So there's 4 of the polka dots, and then there's 4 of the solid pink. So that's what you're going to need for those. Then for the actual, for these loopy bows here in the middle, these are the measurements that you're going to need. So for the smallest one that's right in the center, you're going to need 4 inches of a certain color. You're going to need 2 of them. And then the next one, you're going to need, I'm sorry, I'm trying to get them here. You're going to need 5 inches. So there's 4 inches of the small one, and there's 5 inches of the next one. Then the next one is 6 inches, yep, 6 inches, 2 of those. And the next one is 7 inches, and then 8 inches. And you're going to need 2 of each. So it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 inches. Hold on a second. Okay, so sorry, I had to go give the little girl I take care of, I had to go give her bottle. Let's see how she does, because she doesn't like it when she can't see me, but she can see me from where I'm at. Excuse me. Hi, mamas. Just want to make sure that she can see me, because she gets kind of a little upset when she can't see me. Okay, so those are the measurements for those. These are going to be for the loops again. So let's start with, let me just move these to the side. Let's start with the middle loop. So you're going to get the 2 smallest ones, which are 4 inches. Excuse me. 4 inches each. So you're just going to fold it in half like this, pinch right here, and then you're going to loop it just like that, right onto the crease that you just pinched. So loop it just like that, right on there. Add, well, actually this is going to go to the back. Sorry about that. Okay, so let's do this again. Fold it like this, pinch it so that it creates a crease. You'll see the crease right there. So you're going to fold it towards the back, just like that. Stick it on the back, and then you're going to glue it down. And you're going to do the same thing with the other end. Just loop it to the back. But turn it to the front so you can see that, make sure that your loops are even the way you want them, and then glue it down. So that's one loop right there. And you're going to do the same thing with the other one. Just fold it in half, crease it, and then loop it to the back like that. Make sure that they're even. And glue it down. Just like that. And now you're going, oh, I have a little bit of glue stuck to my finger. Okay, now you're going to add a dot of glue like right there to the top. And you're going to place the other one like right on top, just like that. So it looks like this. And mine's just there. There. Excuse me. So it's going to be for this middle one right here. Just like that. Now you can put that to the side. You're going to get the next two colors that are 5 inches each. And we're going to do these just a little bit different than this one. So you're going to fold it so that there's a crease. Just like that. And on each side of the crease, you're going to put a dot of glue. And we're going to loop it around. Kind of like how I make my loops in my boutique stacked hair bow, if you've seen that tutorial. So we're going to loop them just like this. So that way they look like this. So you're going to loop it around so that the end of this ribbon is parallel with the edge of the ribbon over here. Not like how this one was, where the loops are a little bit skinnier. These are more loopy. So let me show you that again. Fold it in half so you can make a crease. And then on each side of the crease, you put a dot of glue. Take your end, loop it around, put it on top of the glue just like that. And the same thing with this end. There you go. And now we're going to glue these to the back here. So I'm just putting like a line of glue along the back here. I'm putting one on this side so that the loops go over the other loops. And then I'm putting the other one over this side, but not over top of the one over by top of the, not one over on top of the other. They're like side by side. This. So when you turn it over, it looks like this. Again. So here's the back, again, and here's the other side. Now, there you go. Just gonna continue, and so you continue with this until you finish all loop. But your size, this is the next. Yeah, this is I think 6 inch. The 6 inch ribbon strip. And do the same thing, make a just like that, excuse me, look like that. Fold it in half. Loop it. Loop. So next two pieces there. that you're gonna have the back of here. You're gonna add a dot of glue there, glue to and a dot of glue, so you get right there. And you're gonna put right your there. Next, just face down. Put this piece of loops go over the other loops. Over. There. So that way your loops look like this. And make sure that the loops are going over the other loops. And you're just going to continue with the other two colors. So right now I'm going to do these, and then I'm going to show you what it looks like. Okay, so I finished all my loops. This is what it looks like on the front. And this is what it looks like on the back. It's basically like how I think I might have put a tutorial up of the butterfly. If I haven't, then I'll make one. But I think I made a tutorial on a butterfly. But anyway, it's basically like the same thing, so except the middle part. So anyway, yeah, so you're just making the loops, just like that. And so we're going to set this aside, and now we're going to work on the spikes. So here are your spikes, all over the place here. Okay, so now you're just going to separate them by color. That way you have the colors that you can just grab. So you can have the, separate them by color. And then the one that only has 3, you're going to put down first. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to fold it in half, make a little crease, just like that. So you can see, I don't know if you can see it, there's a little crease right there. And then I'm just going to add a dot of glue right on that crease, and then get my next color that I want to put next to it, which I'm going to use the pink, and I'm going to put it right on top, just like that. And I'm going to do it so that the ends are even on each end, and they're close to each other, just like that. So we're going to add another dot of glue, and we're going to add another, in this situation, another pink one. So just add it right there, just like that. So that way it looks like this. Okay. Now we're going to put 2 of the brown ones. So again, just add a dot of glue right there in the middle. And I like to do my spikes face down. It's just how I've always done it. You can do them, for this situation, you can do them face up. Sorry, there's like a glue string right there and it's bothering me. Okay. So again, you're going to put it face down so that way the spikes are even with all the other spikes and they're close together. You can do the other one. Just like that. Okay, so that way it looks like this. Now we're going to put the green down again. And just make it basically like a pattern. You can put it however you want. You can, it's up to you. It's, you know, you can make it your own. You can do it in any order that you want. Whatever you choose. Okay. So that's the next 2 colors that I put down. And now it's pink that's next. In my situation, it's pink. I'm putting it down so that way they're even and they're close to each other. Just like that. And then the last ones are the 2 brown. Just like that. And with your spike. Now, and then you're done. Point what you, and now turn it over at this point like this. You can do is you can lay it on a towel or someplace. Don't mind a towel, hair starch that you don't over. So you can lay it on a towel, preferably a towel of some sort, and you just spray it on one side with starch or hairspray, and then wait for it to dry completely, and then you can turn it over and do the same thing on the other side and spray it. And that way it will make your spikes stiff and they'll stay in place. And you don't have to worry about them just flopping all over the place like this. But it's up to you. And you can do the same thing with this or any of your bows as well. So yeah, you can do the same thing with this or with anything, with any bow. So that's what you do. So at this point you can go ahead and do that, but I'm not gonna do that. So I have my spikes and my top bow already made, so I'm gonna put those to the side. Okay, now we're gonna make the bow that's gonna go on the back like here, like this. This is just there to give it the bow more volume and to hold the spikes in place. So yeah. So what I do is that I cut this piece. Whoops, dropped my glue gun. Hold on. Okay, this piece is 21 inches long because this bow is going to end up being about 4.5 inches wide. So this is about 21 inches long. And what I do is that I fold it in half, and then I take the top ribbon and I flip it over like this, and I cut the ribbon at an angle, and then I heat seal it, and that way each end is like pointing, like this one's pointing upwards, and on this side it's pointing downwards, as you can see. So yeah, and you heat seal the ends with the lighter. And now how I make this bow, it's just basically the boutique style hair bow. So I just take one end, loop it like this, and if you want your bow more flat, you make the loops smaller like this. If you want your bow loopier, just twist it like this, make the loop bigger, and your bow will be loopier. But I usually just like to have it like medium. So you're gonna do it like that. You're gonna bring the bottom. When you do it, you're going to want the point to stick outwards. You're not going to want it so that where the point is sticking downwards. You're going to want it just so it can stick outwards. You're going to get the bottom part and you're going to loop it up like this and see if your loops are even the way you like it. You're going to take this one, fold it under, and I like to stick it right in there, but also again make sure your loops are even. Then you're going to get the bottom piece, you're going to put it like that. Fold it over like that. Let me do this again because I can make it a little bit bigger. So there, you're going to fold it like that. Fold the bottom one up like this. Take this one, fold it in like that. And take the bottom one and fold it up. Now since this bow is just going to go on the back, you don't need to have a long tail here. I like to have the tail end right in the middle. If you want to make just this bow by itself, you would want to make the loop smaller, and then that way at the end the tail would be longer. But it's up to you. But yeah, this one is not necessary. So then you're going to flip it over to the back, and we're going to do the accordion fold. So we're going to fold this part, we're going to fold it inward like this, and then we're going to take this part, fold it back like that, then we're going to take it and fold it up like this. So let's do that again. We're going to take this, fold it inward like that, push this back, and then take this bottom part and fold it up. So that way it looks like this on this side, and when you flip it over, it looks like that. So now this is where you're going to get your needle and embroidery floss. You're going to take your needle, stick it inside, just like that, right down the center. And you're going to pull it all the way through until it gets to that knot. And remember, there needs to be a knot at the end. And you're going to wrap it around. And then we're just going to tie it off. This is how I tie it off. I just stick the needle through here like that. Sorry. And then put it right back through the loop and pull it tight. I usually do that 2 or 3 times. Then you're going to cut off the extra string, and you're going to put that aside. Take this over to the back, and this is going to be the back. This is the front, like this, and you flip it over. This is the back, where the ends of the ribbon are facing forward you. So what I do is I push those ends down, kind of like flattening out the center of the bow. So I push those ends back towards the front, like that. And when you flip it over, it looks like this. So that's going to be your base bow. So now we're going to put everything together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the base bow. I'm going to add a line of glue right there. get my spikes, so facing upwards, and you're gonna place that right on top. So that looks like this on the back, and it looks like this on the front. And then you're gonna get your top bow, and you're gonna put it on here so that way these are going horizontally. These ribbons are going horizontally like that in the middle. So we're gonna add a line of glue right here, and then we're gonna place this right in the center. Sorry if you can see that. Just like that, and press it down for a couple seconds. So that way your bow looks like this. And on this particular bow, I would highly suggest you spray your spikes. That way they stay stiff and cute looking. So yeah. So now we're gonna add the center. We have the alligator clip for the back, and then we're gonna add the center. So we're gonna get that other piece, I think it was, yeah, 5 to 5.5 inches long, and we're gonna tie a knot. So what I do is I usually do it like this, make like the breast cancer ribbon, and then I put this one. So this one's on top. You're gonna take the one that's on the bottom, put it through, and just tie like a typical knot, just like that. And you're gonna add a line of glue right there. Stick it on right in the middle. And at this point, you can just add like a bottle cap or something, or some sort of embellishment. It's up to you, but for this particular tutorial, I'm doing it for a fan of mine that asked me to do it like a certain picture that she sent me, so there. Now after your knot is glued securely to the center, you're gonna wanna take your ends and pull them to the back. Oops. And Layla's over there talking. I don't know if you can hear her. Sorry if the bow's getting all up in your face, guys. Okay. So now you're gonna pull it to the back like that. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to glue them down on the back. But since they're kind of long, I'm gonna cut them to size. I hope you saw that. Heat seal it. Put a little dot of glue right behind it and press it down. Oh my gosh, I hope you guys saw that. I'm sorry. I'll show you guys on this side. It's because I'm trying to do it while looking in the camera as well. Okay. Here we go again. So I'm gonna cut it here just so that it's long enough just to cover, just to glue down like that. You don't want it too long to where it's gonna wrap around the front again. So yeah, and then you're gonna get your lighter, heat seal it just like that, add a dot of glue right there, and you're going to press it down. So that way it looks like this. Looks like this on the back. And when you flip it over to the front, this is what it's gonna look like. So now you're gonna get your alligator clip, put a line of glue right there on the top. This is the top. The top is the part where the arch goes up. You can see that. And I'm gonna add glue on the top, and you're just gonna glue it right down here on the back. That. Just like that. And there you go. This your hair bow is complete. This one is made with nothing but 3 7-inch wide ribbon, besides the bow on the back. But that's just a base bow. So yeah, that's all you have to do, and you can, like, you know, decorate it with diamonds. You can put feathers. You can do whatever you whatever you please. So there you guys, there's tutorial questions, style bow, and I hope you all enjoyed this tutorial. And if you have any questions, leave them down below. I have the link. You can box to my Facebook page, which I have a link in the description page box. You can go to listen to my Facebook page and, you know, send me whatever if you would like to put a different order, or I make several things besides both dress tutus and sorts of outfits, hair bows, so and all different things, and of course hair bows and stuff like that too. Go ahead, check me out over there, and check me out always and all that other stuff as well. So yeah, and I hope to see you guys soon.